Ireland and the world just lost a legend of music. Every once in a while, it takes something like that to wake you up from a slumber of what you've been kind of going through day by day. And for me, I just wanted to share this with you because this reminded me of what singing is really about. Because I'm guilty of getting caught up in all of the technical aspects of singing. There's so much to learn about singing, so much to think about technically that we lose sight of, well, I lost sight of what singing is really about. And because we just lost Glen Hansard, rest in peace, brother, it has just reminded me, like, because I'm watching him sing, I'm watching these videos, and it reminded me of what's really important about singing is the emotion. He just poured the emotion. Now, technically, he's a great singer, and I'm going to get into that. I just want, but his voice was technically like amazing, but I don't think he ever probably even ever thought about the techniques of singing. He probably, I don't know, but I just know that he did have this thing about his voice that, and I talk about this a lot, great singers have this particular tone to their voice. He was just a musician's musician. That was his joy in life. Do you get caught up in the technique of singing and lose the joy of singing because you're so caught up in, you know, whether your voice is cracking or if you're not able to hit that high note or, you know, whatever. I mean, like, we all have different singing struggles. So do you get caught up in that and just forget about the joy of singing, the emotion of it? Like, that's because that's really what singing is about. That's what music is about. It's the emotion. So I just want to share with you this. I had never seen this before, but I want to share with this performance, which I watched this morning. And I was just like mesmerized by this. I'm like, this is it. He brought it. He brought the passion, that emotion. And so I just want to share this with you. And we'll talk about his technique as well, because if you can apply some of what he's doing to your own voice, you'll be amazed with how far you can go with that if you apply some of the things that he does. But let's listen to this. Just a powerful performance.
There'll be no more running around for me. No more going down. Whatever life's in store for me, I'll get through it. There'll be no more lifting half the weight. My will is strong, my back is straight. Whatever ties you bound to me, I'll cut right through them. Now I found some grace beneath the judge's gavel. Grace among my brothers on the firing line. Grace upon this road less traveled. Grace beneath the pines, grace beneath the pines.
You just have that sense that he's just, like, he's telling the story and he's so involved in it. And this is something that, like, when someone is so involved in the telling of the story and the feeling of what the feeling of the song is. And I just want to go back to this part of, with his technique, let's listen to the way he's allowing the breath to move the vocal folds. You know, he's really leaning that breath up against it. He has this tremendous tone, and it comes from that. It's this ah. You hear that ah? Like, listen for that kind of brightness and tone, and this buzz in his voice.
Grace beneath the judge's gavel. Grace among my brothers on the firing line. Grace upon this road less traveled. Grace beneath the the pines, grace beneath the...
Yeah, grace beneath the... And then on some of the, and he's getting this nice sort of gravelly distortion in there as well. We'll touch on that in a second.
There'll be no more running around for me, no more going down. You see, the line is drawn, my enemy. You better stay behind it.
You hear that? Behind it. High, the air is flowing. It's moving, right? The air has to keep flowing through the vocal folds to keep them buzzing. But this amazing distortion that he adds in here is the gravelly.
No more going down. You see, the line is drawn, my enemy.
Like the it's just with this openness of the throat and allowing this, it's kind of the arytenoid cartilage, but it has to be with that flow of the air, like you're kind of now there's a lot of pressure going on down below to get that. You do have to move some airflow through your false folds and the arytenoid cartilage. All that kind of is technically the false folds, like at the back, has to have some airflow to make them move.
You better stay behind it. There'll be no more lifting half the weight. My will is strong, my back is straight.
But see, he's not thinking technically, I'm going to do this. He's just feeling the emotion of it. I mean,
the lies you told to me, I could see right through them. Now I found some grace beneath the judge's gavel, grace among my brothers on the firing line, grace upon this road less traveled, grace beneath the pines, grace beneath the...
Right, I'm going to put a link down below so you can watch that whole thing. It's about halfway through, but the feeling, that's the whole point of it, is like he's pouring his heart out to you. And you let me know in the comments below, like, do you feel that emotion coming out of him? Do you get that sense? Do you see how that is really what makes a great singer great, is that not just their technical ability, but the ability to grab you and bring you into what they're feeling. So this next little clip highlights that beautiful tone of his voice and also his breath support, his breath management, his ability to sing long lines in kind of the passaggio region in this light voice for a sustained period. So let's listen to this. It's beautiful.
I tried to talk to her, she didn't want to hear about it. I tried to lighten it up, she only wants to shut me down. Time is the only thing that's gonna fix this now.
He's like what a great mixed voice. You hear this brightness of his voice. Only I'll fix this now. And then he dips down into that fuller kind of chesty mix. This is all kind of in a mixed voice. It's this light place, but he has that ability to bring in the chesty part of the mix, the chest resonance. Only mix it now. So anyway, let's move on. It's incredible. So listen to all of the way he moves through that is just beautiful. And he's really managing his breath through that whole ascension and then descension. And you can hear there's times where he takes like a little breath. So let's listen to where he takes breaths. We'll try to point out the parts in there. And I don't think he like kind of forward plans and consciously decides, oh, I'm going to take a breath here or there. He just sings, and then if he runs out of air, he takes another breath. But he's really good with managing that breath for quite some time. So you could hear that those breaths are, they're not big gaps. So he's taking these little quick breaths in and just like extending that. But the flow of it, you see, you don't really hear the breaths because it's so quiet when he breathes in and it's just so quick. But he's keeping this kind of this legato. It's like a down bow of the violin. That sound is moving and flowing the whole time. It's just such a beautiful line. It's a great line to practice. Everything that could have been done has been tried and failed. So if we do that and try to take the breaths along with him and sing that, keep that everything that could have been done has been tried and failed. I think he took a little breath in there, but let's sing along with it. Everything that could have been done has been tried and failed. So if that extension of that, we could try to even just not take a breath in there. Everything that could have been done has been tried and failed. Oh, I'm really at the end of my breath there. So you can see you have to take breaths in there. Let's listen to that again. You could hear there where he was running out of breath. Tried and failed. So he like tried. He was kind of dipping down because he was running out of air, like he's running out of steam. Little breath and failed to get that last little bit in there. But as he's descending, there's this nice little thing that he does. It's kind of like a ha ha with the breath. Listen. Okay. That's really like signature Glen Hansard, that little part here. With that breath. The amazing thing about his voice is just that flow of the breath and that buzz. And I think he has a nice large shape to his vocal tract, which makes it resonate just so beautifully. I just wanted to appreciate his voice and, share that with you and try to get back to the important thing about singing, myself is the emotion and doing it. Like Glenn was always doing it. He wasn't like a poser. He wasn't just showing up and kind of looking good. He was always performing. I just really wanted to share that with you and pay tribute to Glenn for giving us all this beautiful music and sharing his beautiful voice. And music is life. And I think Glen gave that life into so many people. So I just wanted to pay tribute to him and remind myself of what's important about singing and music. And maybe that reminds you too of why you wanted to sing. So a big thanks to Glen for sharing his gift with the world and making this world a better place with his music. Rest in peace, Glen. Love you, brother. Thanks for watching. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. See you on the next one.